Wulf, please. I care about you.
No. This story is not true. This is fake. I don't want to watch this. This is not true. So it seems like they definitely got some stuff from the main story, but the fact that they're changing it so much, like, just stop. Like, if you need to fill in blanks, fine, fill in blanks, but be respectful about it. Make sure you're not derivating from the story. This is not true. Nothing in the lore has this in it. This is dog water. Get it off my screen now. Go away.
I think he was some kind of beast master.
Aye, but master of what?
So we got girl boss, then we got old lady girl boss that will be mentor to girl boss. Is this what's happening? This is garbage, man! It's absolute garbage! That's what it is. It's garbage. It's utter trash, and it shouldn't have ever been made. Just follow the lore. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. This is epic. Get out of the way of the shot, Hera! I mean, Helm's daughter, that doesn't have a name. Woo!
I need you!
No, Hera. They need you.
Oh. I suck, you're the best. You can lead better than I ever could. Now it's time to die in utter sadness and regret.
Helm Hammerhand! Still!
So good. And now he's making his final stand. So good.
His will unbroken,
So good.
his knees unbent.
Yep. Exactly how it's described in the book. I wish you guys could have done that with the entire story. What's going on, guys? It's Doink. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be watching The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. I'm going to be watching it with the lenses of being a absolute Tolkien geek. I have with me The Lord of the Rings, and I'm going to be reading to you before we get into it. I'm going to be reading you guys the actual story of Helm Hammerhand and Helm's Deep and all that good stuff, and The War of the Rohirrim. This is, of course, the actual writings of Tolkien himself, the man. It seems like this is going to be another girdle boss thing, another woke piece of trash, and I would like to be wrong. The thing is I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm 100% right. I think this is probably going to be garbage. I'm still regardless going to go into it with an open mind, as much of an open mind as I can have, with knowing as much as I know. And what I do know is that Hera, who by the way is not named in this story, she has such an insignificant role that she's not even named, and now she's the main character and is the center of everything, so they needed to change the lore and change the story to make it so it's not even the same story, so they could girl boss. I'm going to read you guys the actual story before we get into it. If you guys want to skip past this part, you guys can. It's I've got the whole timeline or whatever, and you guys can skip through right straight to the War of the Rohirrim reaction. If you guys either already know the lore of this and don't need to hear it again, or if you guys just don't care, which if you guys don't care, then you guys should. You guys really should, especially if you're somebody that thinks War of the Rohirrim is good. And I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not, but I very seriously doubt that it is, but I'm still going to be watching it with an open mind anyway, very critical mind. And I'm an absolute Tolkien nerd. I love Tolkien. He got me into reading. He got me into books. I guess technically it was Berserk and Kentaro Miura that did that, but at the same time, that was more like a comic book type of thing, not an actual like book where it's like walls of words. So I guess it was technically Tolkien as well. I don't know if it's Miura or Tolkien, who I should give credit to for getting me into reading. When it comes to like me getting into like books with walls of pages, it was absolutely Tolkien that did it. And now I'm an absolute book nerd. I love Brandon Sanderson. I love Stormlight Archive. I've been reading through that, and I'm on the third book. I'm on Oathbringer, which I've got right there. I've been going through that, and I absolutely love that story. And if you guys haven't heard of Stormlight Archive and you guys like Lord of the Rings, you guys absolutely would love that. Or if you guys have heard of The Wheel of Time and you guys like The Wheel of Time, you guys probably like that too. Like, it's just a wonderful fantasy story. It's great, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. With that being said, let's get right into the actual Tolkien text. I will read it to you guys in the best way that I can. I'm not the best reader ever, but and I'm not the best at voices and things like that, but I'll try my best, and I'll probably add some stuff in post to make it a little more relaxing and other things like that. So, all right, let's do it. Let's get into it, shall we? Of the Kings of the Mark, between Ural and Theoden, most is said of Helm Hammerhand. He was a grim man of great strength. There was at that time a man named Freka, who claimed descent from King Freywine. Though he had, men said, much Dunlandish blood, and was dark-haired, he grew rich and powerful, having wide lands on either side of the Adorn. Near its source, he made himself a stronghold and paid little heed to the king. Helm mistrusted him, but called him to his councils, and he came when it pleased him. To one of these councils, Freka rode with many men, and he asked the hand of Helm's daughter for his son Wulf. But Helm said, "You have grown big since you were last here, but it is mostly fat, I guess." And men laughed at that, for Freka was wide in the belt. Then Freka fell into a rage, and reviled the king, and said this at last,
Old kings that refuse a proffered staff may fall on their knees.
Helm answered,
Come, the marriage of your son is a trifle. Let Helm and Freka deal with it later. Meanwhile, the king and his council have matters of moment to consider.
When the council was over, Helm stood up and laid his great hand on Freka's shoulder, saying,
The king does not permit brawls in his house. The men are freer outside.
And he forced Freka to walk before him out from Addiss into the field. To Freka's men that came up, he said,
Be off. We need no hearers. We are here to speak of a private matter alone. Go and talk to my men.
And they looked and saw that the king's men and his friends far outnumbered them, and they drew back.
Now, Dunlending, said the king, you have only Helm to deal with, alone and unarmed. But you have said much already, and it is my turn to speak.
Freka, your folly has grown with your belly. You talk of a staff. If Helm dislikes a crooked staff that is thrust on him, he breaks it so. With that, he smote Freka such a blow with his fist that he fell back stunned and died soon after. Helm then proclaimed Freka's son and near kin the king's enemies, and they fled. For at once Helm sent many men riding to the west marches. 4 years later, 2758, great troubles came to Rohan, and no help could be sent from Gondor, for 3 fleets of the Corsairs attacked it, and there was war on all its coasts. At the same time, Rohan was again invaded from the east, and the Dunlendings, seeing their chance, came over the Isen and down from Isengard. It was known that Wulf was their leader. They were in great force, for they were joined by enemies of Gondor that landed in the mouths of Lefnuai and Isen. The Rohirrim were defeated, and their land was overrun, and those who were not slain or enslaved fled to the dales of the mountains. Helm was driven back with great loss from the crossings of Isen, and took refuge in the Hornburg, and the ravine behind, which was after known as Helm's Deep. There he was besieged. Wulf took Addiss and sat in Mediceld, and called himself king. There Haleth Helm's son fell, last of all, defending the doors. Soon afterwards the long winter began, and Rohan lay under snow for nearly 5 months, November to March 2758 to 2759. Both the Rohirrim and their foes suffered grievously in the cold, and in the dearth that lasted longer in Helm's Deep, there was a great hunger after Yule, and being in despair against the king's council, Hama, his younger son, led men out on a sortie and foray, but they were lost in the snow. Helm grew fierce and gaunt for famine and grief, and the dread of him alone was worth many men in the defense of the burg. He would go out by himself, clad in white, and stalk like a snow troll into the camps of his enemies, and slay many men with his hands. It was believed that if he bore no weapon would bite on him. The Dunlendings said that if he could find no food, he ate men. That tale lasted long in Dunland. Helm had a great horn, and soon it was marked that before he sallied forth he would blow a blast upon it that echoed in the deep. And then so great a fear fell on his enemies, that instead of gathering to take him or kill him, they fled away down the Coombe. One night men heard the horn blowing, but Helm did not return. In the morning there came a sungleam, the first for long days, and they saw a white figure standing still on the dike, alone. For none of the Dunlendings dared come near. There stood Helm, dead as a stone, but his knees were unbent. Yet men said that the horn was still heard at times in the deep, and the wraith of Helm would walk among the foes of Rohan, and kill men with fear. Soon after the winter broke, then Freylof, son of Hild, Helm's sister, came down out of Dunharrow, to which many had fled, and with a small company of desperate men, he surprised Wulf in Meduseld and slew him, and regained Addiss. There were great floods after the snows, and the Vale of Entwash became a vast fen. The eastern invaders perished, or withdrew, and there came help at last from Gondor, by the roads both east and west of the mountains, before the year 2759 was ended. The Dunlendings were driven out, even from Isengard, and then Freylof became king. Helm was brought from the Hornburg and laid in the 9th mound. Ever after the white Cymbeline grew there most thickly, so that the mound seemed to be snow-clad. When Freylof died, a new line of mounds was begun. The Rohirrim were grievously reduced by war and dearth and loss of cattle and horses. And it was well that no great danger threatened them again for many years,
for it was not until the time of King Folkwine that they recovered their former strength. It was at the crowning of Freyalaf that Saruman appeared, bringing gifts and speaking great praise of the valor of the Rohirrim. All thought him a welcome guest. Soon after, he took up his abode in Isengard. For this, Baron Steward of Gondor gave him leave, for Gondor still claimed Isengard as a fortress of its realm and not part of Rohan. Baron also gave into Saruman's keeping the keys of Orthanc. That tower no enemy had been able to harm or to enter. In this way, Saruman began to behave as a lord of men, for at first he held Isengard as a lieutenant of the steward and warden of the tower. But Freyalaf was as glad as Baron to have this so, and to know that Isengard was in the hands of a strong friend. A friend he long seemed, and maybe in the beginning, he was one in truth. Though afterwards, there was little doubt in men's minds that Saruman went to Isengard in hope to find the stone still there, and with the purpose of building up a power of his own. Certainly after the last White Council, 2953, his designs toward Rohan, though he hid them, were evil. He then took Isengard for his own, and began to make it a place of guarded strength and fear, as though to rival the Barad-dûr. His friends and servants, he drew them all from who hated Gondor and Rohan, whether men or other creatures more evil.
And that's it. That is it. That is the story of Helm Hammerhand. Helm Hammerhand is very clearly the main character, very obviously. Duh. And he went out like a baller. He was mad that his sons went off and died. Either one of his sons or two of his sons. I can't exactly remember at the very moment, but one of his sons or two of his sons, whatever. Actually, no, one of his sons died in Meduseld, and then the other one ended up dying by going out into the cold and never returned. And then Helm Hammerhand basically goes out there just in a complete rage, and he just demolishes people with his fists of fury. And not only that, but he goes out dying by standing up. He dies standing up like a boss. So yeah, Helm Hammerhand is awesome. We love Helm Hammerhand. His sons are a pretty decent chunk of the story and have a pretty large role. And we got Saruman showing up at the end, which is really exciting. It's always nice to have a little bit of it's always nice to have some of the characters that are in Lord of the Rings and some of the stuff that we get really nostalgic about, having them show up in certain things. And it's no different here. I love seeing Saruman here, kind of starting his plan to take over and attempt to rival Sauron, even though he's nothing in comparison to Sauron. Sauron was literally like pretty much for the most part non-existent, and he was able to build up a bigger and badder army than Saruman was when he was alive. So like fully alive. So I mean, I definitely think Sauron's definitely a bigger baddie than Saruman for sure. And yeah. Anyways, with that being said, with all that being read, let's get right into the War of the Rohirrim. I cannot stand Warner Brothers, by the way. One, they're terrible with copyright, and two, they're terrible at everything. They screwed Zack Snyder over, and they screwed Peter Jackson over. They screwed Zack Snyder by not letting him continue his universe and kicking him out and bringing in James Gunn to do his trash. And then they screwed up with Peter Jackson because they wouldn't let him do what he wanted with The Hobbit. They rushed him, and he didn't know what he was doing because of that. Thanks, Warner Brothers. You suck.
Tales told around warm fires.
Is this Eowyn? I assume this is Eowyn. If this goes the way I think it is, Eowyn is quite literally getting cucked. She was so awesome for being like a shield maiden and probably one of the very few, I imagine. And we got Hera to absolutely take that credit from her. And for them to have her voice this, like that's just kind of, what are we doing? It's like Joel bashing his brains in and then forcing you to play as Abby.
There lived a girl. Her name was Hera, only daughter of Helm.
Her name was not Hera. She doesn't have a name.
Born under a harvest moon. Her mother did not live to see the dawn.
This is a bad start, guys. This is a really bad start. We're already starting with stuff that's not canon. This stuff is not lore accurate. It's bad. This is all fanfic. And it's not even fanfic because these people aren't even fans. They claim to be, but they're not. Philippa Boyens is a complete and utter traitor. She wanted to betray and backstab Tolkien's lore and Tolkien's works and the fans just so she could girl boss. Philippa Boyens can now join my shit list of terrible people in Hollywood. Oh, this is trash. I'm literally watching fake news. I'm literally watching stuff that's like not Tolkien in the slightest. This is fake! It's fraudulent! Stop! It's fraudulent! Look! Why does she know the Eagles? Why? Why is she friends with the Eagles? That was a Gandalf thing!
And many great deeds were done, but do not look for tales of her in the old song.
Oh, you think? You think? Don't look up tales of her in the old songs because none exist. Right! They don't exist because it's fan fiction. Fan fiction because she's not a fan. Philippa Boyens is not a fan. Okay, I'm starting to go off already. I hate this. I absolutely despise this. Please repent. I'm sweating. Not only is it hot in here, but I'm really agitated at the moment. This is cringe. This is utter cringe. And the fact that they're making this take place within the Peter Jackson stuff, like, get out of here. Get out of here. I would so much rather watch The Hobbit over this. The Hobbit is 1,000 times better than this, and I've only watched 5 minutes of this. I don't care. This is fraudulent fake news garbage.
From mountain top high, cross river bed low.
I just want the stories told from the page. I just want them told the way they're supposed to be told. Stop changing shit.
You should have seen it, Hammer.
Shut up. Hammer's the only one that actually has a name. I'm just starting to lose motivation to care. I said I would go in with an open mind, and I'm trying, guys. Can we get something that I actually read, please? Something that's actually in the lore?
Run off and make a snack of yourself for some great flying beast.
Is this another girl boss?
What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
Hopeless.
It's too feminine. What she's wearing is too feminine. She has to dress like a man so she can girl boss, because girl bossing is just turning a woman into a man. At least when you girl boss the woke way. There's been good girl bosses in the past, and none of them have been within the last 10 years. Not a single one of them. 12 years maybe. In fact, that's when it started, was with The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens was the start of the cringe. The Force Awakens was the start of all the woke trash. Thanks, J.J. Abrams. Thanks, Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy.
Freka has only what we allow. Nothing more.
Okay, so there's a name that actually is in the lore, Freka. So my guess is that those are the two sons of Helm Hammerhand, characters that are actual characters, actually named, actually had a part in the story.
You're calling the banners tonight.
My Lord Freyalaf.
Freyalaf!
I don't recognise that one.
The banner of the Shield Maidens.
You're not a shield maiden. You don't even have a name. You're insignificant to the story.
Darker days.
Why does that guy look so much like Theoden? That guy looks so much like Theoden.
Doubt there are any of them left.
Yeah, there are none until Eowyn. Not this bint. Helm Hammerhand, baby! There he is! Giga Chad.
I see you have started without me.
Yeah, here's Freka, fat in the belt.
Freka.
So they should have a chat here, then Helm Hammerhand should take him outside and annihilate him with a punch. And based on the trailer, I think he does take him outside, and I think he punches him more than once. From what I saw. So changing it even then, it was one single punch.
I see age has not improved your manners.
He's very fat in the belt.
For too long our houses have squabbled, while Gondor usurps our greatness.
Like, just by this dude's speech...
In Gondor's lapdog.
Just by this dude's speech, he has to cut it. And luckily Helm will do it for him. Knock him out cold, dead. What's happening?
Wulf, son of Freka, come before you.
Stop. Freka did it for him. He wasn't here. Unless he was here and he was in the background, but Freka did it for him. He did it for him. He did it for Wulf. Wulf wasn't the one that did it. Whatever, that's a small change. No big deal. Chill. No big deal. I'm literally getting so picky with everything now. Every little thing is driving me nuts. I'm gonna try not to let the small things drive me nuts. I'll try to only have the takes on the big things. I'll try to chill out a little bit.
The king does not brawl in his own house. But men are freer outside. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah! The line! An actual line from the book. Wow! Insane. They actually took something from the book.
Remind him of his place.
Oh wow, that's honorable. Taking the ring off? Like, it's nice to see the world of Peter Jackson's, like, version of, like, Tolkien's stuff, because, I mean, it was really well respected for the most part, and the world is just beautiful. Like, whenever I read the books, this is kind of how I imagine it to be, for the most part. But, like, to have all this dog water take place that's not true, not factual to the lore, not even within Tolkien's writings at all, period. Like, come on, man. Stop making up shit.
Wulf, please. I care about you.
No. This story is not true. This is fake. I don't want to watch this. This is not true.
What if I told you this is what I want?
Your mom's backside.
I do not want to marry any man.
Yeah, you don't want to marry any man because you need no man. Because you're a girl boss. You need no man. They're literally checking all the ticks in the book for a girl boss. Every single one of them. And not a good girl boss. Because yes, there are good girl bosses out there. Just like there's good boy bosses or guy bosses or whatever you want to call them. But she is not one of them. Not in the slightest. She barely exists. Yet here apparently she really existed.
You will live to regret this, old man.
Sure, you don't understand what you're about to do.
Raised by a brute like you, feral.
This is like watching an actual trained fighter fight Boogie 2988. What? What? Freka doesn't land a single punch.
Before the end.
There it is. Okay, one punch. Let's go. One punch, and he's dead. Let's go. Woo! That was awesome. I like that. He's dead. Dead. One punch. What do you think you're doing? You are nothing. Yeah! I don't even think he's supposed to be here, but I'll just let it slide. I'll let it slide. There was some small little tiny inaccuracies in Lord of the Rings that weren't that big of a deal. Neither is this, in my opinion. Because at least this character's in the story, and he was involved with all this. But her, get out of here. Even if she just stood silently in the background and didn't have a name, I'd be fine. I wouldn't care. It's the fact that she's in the forefront and she's the main character, when it should be Helm Hammerhand. And the fact that they're changing the lore so much.
Save your breath, boy, lest it be your last.
I really like the voice of Helm Hammerhand. And I did see that, Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan, the guys who played Merry and Pippin, if you guys don't know, which I'm sure you do, they are voices of two characters within this at some point, so I'll be very interested to see who they voice. I'll see. I want to be able to see if I can pick them out. I read the names, but I cannot remember for the life of me what their characters' names were. I know they were similar, so my guess is that they're brothers or twins or something, but I could be wrong. We'll see. And then Saruman was in the Japanese trailer, and yeah, so it seems like they definitely got some stuff from the main story, but the fact that they're changing it so much, just stop. If you need to fill in blanks, fine, fill in blanks, but be respectful about it. Make sure you're not derivating from the story. Oh, that music. They're hitting me with nostalgia bait. It won't work on me. It just won't. It'll work with some people, weaker-minded people, but not me. It's not that simple. Your nostalgia bait won't work on me. All these Star Wars shows, Anakin shows up, all these other characters that are great from previous awesome Star Wars show up, and people lose their minds when the entire show surrounding it's complete crap, and the actors and their roles were completely wasted in these newer editions. And I'm mainly talking about Anakin Skywalker. Completely wasted. Hayden Christensen was completely wasted in all this new stuff. So you're gonna tell me that these two were childhood friends? Get out of here. Get out! This is not true. Nothing in the lore has this in it. This is dog water. Get it off my screen now. Go away. And are those real blades? Why are we fighting with real blades?
Go before.
They are kids. Why are they fighting with blades that aren't wooden swords? I think I'm gonna have a big brain damage. I think I'm gonna get a big brain damage from this movie, guys. This might give me worse brain damage than Barbie did. I straight up can't stand this in the slightest. I cannot stand it. Literally, so far, 90% of it has been complete fake news. Complete fan fiction.
The broken bodies of wild horses.
Ooh, that's brutal. Poor horse. What are those?
Carbine from Dunland.
Guys, I literally was just about to talk over her. I was literally just about... You know when you, say something and a friend says it at the exact same time? I was literally just about to do that with her. But I feel like they're just trying to pull all the nostalgia bait.
What is a Southron doing this far north?
I mean, I guess it would make sense for Carbine to be here because it's Dunland, and the Dunlandings are a big part of the story, but my goodness, man.
I think he was some kind of beast master.
Aye, but master of what?
So we got Girl Boss, then we got Old Lady Girl Boss that will be mentor to Girl Boss. Is this what's happening? What? Since when were the elephants in this story? More nostalgia bait. It looks good though, but doesn't mean I'm passing it. I'm not giving it a pass, but it looks cool. Has to be the most miserable reaction session I've ever had to do. I really want this to be over. All my reaction sessions, for the most part, have been just an absolute ball. I love doing these videos. This one, though, I just wish this was good. I just wish this was a good movie. It would have made me so much happier if this was just good. What is happening? We literally just read it, guys. We literally just went through it. That's not the sound of the Rohan horn. Is that because if that's supposed to be a horn of Rohan, that did not sound like it in the slightest. Yeah, it just doesn't sound like it. It's semi-close, but it's not quite it. She wants to girl boss. Just let her girl boss. No way. Oh, now they're about to take that away. Stop it. There's only one man that killed elephants with a spear. I hate this, guys. I really don't like it. This is stupid. This is really stupid. And the animation's not making me super happy, to be honest. It's really choppy and really weird. Why can't we just tell the lore, man? Why can't we just tell the story the way it's meant to be told? Why do we have to change stuff because of our sheer hubris? You have to have such a fat, retarded ego to be able to take a story that was already written and is amazing, and to think that you're good enough to change it and make it better. That has never happened that I can think of. Every single time someone is trying to change a story from the original story or original text, it has always been for the worse. Every time. Here we go. I know it's in this water, and it's very agitating because why is it here? It shouldn't be here. It's literally for the sake of nostalgia bait, period. How would it get here? It should be all the way at Moria. Because I saw it in the trailer. It's the Watcher in the water. Yeah, there it is. Why is it here? It literally makes no sense. Would it really be able to take out an Oliphant? Are we sure about that? Hey, at least she didn't take it out with a spear. That would have kind of pissed me off. Because at that point, it's stolen valor. Like, that's just stolen valor. My goodness. That Watcher in the Water is big. Maybe it's not the same one, but there's only one in the lore as far as I know, so why there's a second one makes no sense. But this is a big Watcher in the Water. The fact that it swallowed up that giant elephant like that and it's that big, this has to be a different Watcher. There's no way that's the same one. That was massive. There's no way that was the same one.
A Watcher in the water.
A Watcher in the water. Maybe I'll let that slide. Maybe. We'll see. As far as I know, there's only one Watcher in the water in the story, in the entirety of the lore, but I'll let it slide. This is quite the pickle you got yourself into, Daughter of Helm, because that's the only thing you're known as in the actual text, Daughter of Helm, and that's what I will continue to refer to you as, Daughter of Helm, because you are not named. You're insignificant. Alright, let's get past all this trash and get back to the lore, please. Let's get back to the things that actually happened.
They're holding her in one of the guard towers.
Hey, it's Isengard! It's kind of cool seeing Isengard before Saruman had it. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
After Hedda. Stay.
And I'm pretty sure it's lore accurate from what I know, so.
Return by the hour.
Wait.
This ain't, though. Who is she? Who does this chick think she is? We never read about some girl boss in the story that we just barely read. Old or young. We never read about one. It was Helm, his two sons, and like a couple other people, like Freylof.
Always too curious.
This only lasted like a week in 2 weeks in theaters because people didn't care enough, and understandably so.
The hill tribes have sworn an oath to me.
I liked Isengard better when Saruman took it over. You think you're tough with that little knife of yours? That little baby knife?
The boy I knew would never wish for war.
You didn't know him. Nowhere in the lore does it say that you ever grew up with him or you ever knew him in any way, shape, or form. His father just came around and said, yo, I want my son to marry your daughter, that is unnamed. And then he got punched in the face for it and died. Oh.
If I agree to be your bride, you swear there will be no war.
You really you'd be stupid to take him up on that.
Don't just sit there. Move!
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here! Stop! Just stop! She would have already been dead. She wouldn't have lasted this long. Get out of here. Girl bosses have to girl boss, dude. Caesar! As if she would have absolutely demolished her legs jumping from that height. And not only that, but she wouldn't have gotten out of there alive. This is so retarded. I hate this show. This movie sucks. This is garbage, man. It's absolute garbage. That's what it is. It's garbage. It's utter trash, and it shouldn't have ever been made. This is not enjoyable to watch at all. There's like small bits and pieces that are actually from the lore that are fun and exciting to watch, and I am enjoying those quite a lot, but this is just pissing me off. I want it off my screen immediately. This is stupid. Just follow the lore. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Let's get out of here.
These idiots think they're smarter. They think they're better than Tolkien. They think they can write better than Tolkien.
You do not know the full strength of Wulf's army.
How long until Wulf takes over Meduseld? Because we should have been there by now.
Please, uncle, trust me.
Okay, so Freylof is the nephew.
Protect my daughter, to keep her safe. And look what happened. Kidnapped. She could have died.
She wouldn't have died. It would never have happened. She's a girl boss. That wouldn't have happened. It just flat out wouldn't. It would go against their narrative.
He is no kin of mine.
Helm needs to chill.
I need a sword offered by such a faithless hand.
He did his best. She ran off because she wanted to be a girl boss. He did nothing wrong. Freylof literally did nothing wrong. She just wanted to be a girl boss, and now he's getting screwed over for it.
You will always have my sword, whether you value it or not.
What a Chad. Okay, here we go. We're finally getting into more lore. Actual stuff.
Will you carry me once more?
Oh Oh, go away. Put that sword down. You look ridiculous.
What are you doing?
I pledged to fight for my king.
You know nothing of war.
I'm the fastest rider you have.
Shut up, silly woman!
To see me gone? Is that what would please you?
Yes.
Yes, it will please me.
Yes! I would rejoice! Get her out of the story. She doesn't belong here. Get her out. She has one small little part that's insignificant. Why is it red? You see, the music's amazing. I love it, and I'm enjoying listening to it right now. I'm very happy with listening to it, but the nostalgia bait, like I said, is not gonna work on me.
You need a faster horse.
Ashide will have no one but you.
Of course. Because she's the bestest ever, so of course, this is so unbelievably lame.
Maybe, one day, someone will sing ballads of me.
I mean, you are actually in the story, and you actually were noble, so, I mean, maybe.
Ride strong, brothers.
Get off my screen. You're not the main character. You think you are, but you're not. He's the main character.
He saved my entire village from a pack of Dunlending raiders. Afterwards, I wanted a new one. But no, he told me. It's not...
Shut up, silly woman. Shut up, silly woman.
Your father is no ordinary man.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get a drink. Ugh, I don't care. This is all not canon. If I miss anything, I'll go back and I'll look through the thing. I'll look through the timeline. This is literally not canon. I could care less. I'm thirsty. Alright. Is the bint off my screen? Wow, she's still there! And they're still talking about all the fake news and all the fake lore that doesn't exist. I didn't miss anything. I literally didn't miss a single thing. Let's go, dude. Dude! That is the Horn of Gondor! That is not Rohan. Dude, these people have no idea what they are doing. Philippa Boyens literally worked on the trilogy, and she still doesn't know what the sound of the Rohan horn sounds like. That was the Horn of Gondor! Unbelievable, dude. And I was just starting to kind of enjoy myself, too, and then they had to do that. Mike! What are we doing? Stop it. Hello, are you working? Hold on, I gotta check my stuff now, because I feel like my audio messed up. And it did. I'm gonna snap. I'm actually gonna snap. Are we good? Are we good? We are not good. Jokes. Actual jokes, dude. Oh my goodness. You guys are hearing me through this. You guys are hearing my audio through this right now because this decided it wanted to disconnect in the middle of the movie. So awesome. Gotta love it. So now I gotta fix it. This is so awesome. I get to watch a piece of dog shit that's literally breaking the lore at every single conceivable second. And now my brain is farting and I can't friggin' remember how to change the audio device on this stupid thing, man. There we go. There it is. I'm so focused on all the garbage that my brain is fried. All right, now are you gonna work, microphone? Are you gonna work? No, it's still not gonna work. What are we doing? Dude, this is driving me nuts. Work, work. Recording device. Now work. Unbelievable. Why? Why is it not working? Of course this has to happen in the middle of the recording. Now what? Like, now what? Dude, work. La 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 la. It's not picking up my voice still. It literally says it's connected. The microphone, I go to recording device, there it is, HyperX Quadcast. That's what this is, and it's still not working. What if I change it and then change it back? Are you going to work? Just work. Like, how hard is it to work? This is so stupid. Can't stand technology. I hate technology. Like, it's literally plugged in, it literally says that it is connected, and it chooses not to work. Why? Who knows? It probably just connected to some other random program for no reason, even though I never told it to do so. Even once. Not even once. This is a disaster. Not only because of the dog water that I have to witness, but also because this stuff just doesn't want to function. Technology doesn't want to technology. If you don't hurry up, I will click X. Go away! Trash program. It would be so crazy if these programs would function like they're supposed to. Let's see if I can get the mic audio to work. Okay, it's connected. All right, you guys should be able to hear me now just fine. A lot better audio than what you guys just heard. Now let's get back into this, shall we? I don't even want to watch it anymore. Like, it's literally so bad. And I'm not even halfway there yet. But hey, we're at a slight high point at the moment, it seems. We're having a battle sequence. Everything looks cool. And I'm pretty sure this happened in the story, so it makes sense. The stuff that doesn't make sense is the fact that they're using the Horn of Gondor when they should be using the Horn of Rohan, which makes no sense. And, of course, Hera is being shoehorned into the story when she, in fact, didn't have a name. I'm just literally going through the same rabbit hole every single time I talk about it, but it's so true and so annoying, and it's going to affect the entire movie. Let's get back into it. He's at Meduseld. At least he should be at Meduseld.
My father will see you hang for this.
That sword looks so much like Sting. I like the animation right here, and I like the art style. I like the set piece. Like, that's not totally unbelievable, this scenario, her being able to get out of it because of that, like, of what just happened. But the problem is that she shouldn't be in here in the first place! And here we go with the Oliphants again. No mention of Oliphants in the story. None. Zero. And here we go again. I've seen this before, but done way better, guys. This is trash. I'm really having a hard time enjoying myself with this movie. I want to so bad. I can't even tell you guys how badly I want to enjoy it. I just can't because it's so unfaithful and disrespectful. Like, it has good bits and pieces. Like, the soundtrack is nice. The visuals, for the most part, are nice, other than some of the animation being really weird.
Listen to me, Haleth. You must reach the city before Wulf.
Haleth is dead. You're sending him to his death. You are kidding. This is so bad.
Find Hera.
Yeah, because she's so important and had such a big role in the story, and she's gonna have such a big effect on the story, right? Right? I'm at the point now where I'm just kind of existing and I'm kind of just like staring at the screen. Like, I know what's happening, I'm very aware as to what's happening. I would rather not be, though. Nice! Way to go, dude. Isn't that crazy how Haleth can stand on top of the elephant's head, hack at it with an axe multiple times, yet all Hera has to do is shoot it with one arrow and done. An arrow through the neck? That is brutal. I really like the sound design. You're not cool. You're really not. He thinks he's that guy, but he's not that guy. Like, he's a literal coward. I guarantee if Haleth and him had a 1v1, he would get utterly wrecked. He had to use a ranged weapon like a little rat because he's such a little weasel that he couldn't actually have a man-to-man, face-to-face fight. I can't watch anymore.
Go, Hera! I'll catch you!
Why is the horse going so slow? And I don't mean like, why is the horse going slow? Because it's tired, of course. But like, it's just the fact that the animation made it look like the horse was like going super fast, and then the horse itself wasn't moving very much. Cowards. What are you gonna do? Shoot him with a bow because you're a bunch of weasels, a bunch of sewer rats? Come on, kill the coward with the exact same move that he used on your brother. Do it. Here we go again with the eagles. The eagles, by the way, in Tolkien's lore, don't give a crap about anybody. They only care about themselves and kind of the world they live in, pretty much, as long as it's good. That's the only reason. And then not only that, but they like Gandalf because Gandalf rescued them and helped them one time, so they do favors for Gandalf. That's it. They don't just do things. They don't just show up.
You have won, Wulf! I surrender! Let this end!
Dude, Helm is a G. He's got arrows sticking in him and he's still walking. Douche. You think you're tough, but you're not. You have to abuse your power and be a d because you think you're powerful and you're not.
What have you done?
Hubris, that's what he's done. He has a massive ego, just like these stupid writers that think they're better than Tolkien. Imagine being so utterly stupid that you have to crown yourself. Imagine crowning yourself. Like, What a loser. What an actual bum, dude. Like, you crowned yourself, and now you think you're that guy. What a bum.
She will learn soon enough.
I recognize his voice quite a lot. I wonder what else he played. I'll have to look at the cast. More with this trash. Get it off my screen. Go away. This isn't canon. Oh, now we got her crowning herself. Crown yourself, do it. Crown yourself, you actual bum.
Here, give me that.
I have a feeling I'm getting dislikes up the wazoo for this video. People are gonna be pissed that I'm so harsh on this. But people that actually understand Tolkien's lore and that actually understand respecting the source material they should be fine.
We find a way.
Only Aragorn could push doors open like that. Only Aragorn gets to do it. And Dark Souls gamers. I'm enjoying the music. Like, it's not the greatest, but I enjoy it. Like, it's so exciting getting to see Middle-earth again, especially in this way that I really enjoy. Like, I love the Peter Jackson universe of Tolkien. He did such a good job. Like, of course, there was moments here and there where the lore isn't exactly right, but he did a really good job. And the good so significantly outweighs the bad, it's insane. Like, it's not even close. Even with The Hobbit, a lot of the good outweighs the bad.
It is grief that pulls you under.
Yeah, he lost his 2 sons, and now all he has left is his unnamed daughter that was insignificant. How many times am I going to say that in this video, I wonder?
I am here, Father.
Yeah, like you're going to do anything. Well, actually you will, because it's the woke trash version of this story, but in the actual songs and stories, you were never there, Bint. Now let's get back to some lore, because I love it. I eat it up when I see something that's actually accurate.
Who's out there?
Really? You sharpened your teeth? You freak? Is it Helm Hammerhand? Did Helm Hammerhand go out there and demolish everybody with his bare hands? Is that what's happening?
Speak!
He killed them all.
It's Hammerhand!
Save us.
Yeah, Helm is pissed. Yeah, he's not there no more.
Father?
So you're telling me you fell asleep and you didn't notice that he got up? Are you dumb? No sleeper is that deep, especially when you're in that weird like position. And like, what are you doing? How did you miss that? That's like Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny when that stupid Bint knocks him out, and then he's out for enough time to the point where she's able to somehow get him from back in time into present time, and she's able to get him into his apartment or whatever somehow, and he didn't wake up the whole time.
Wulf returned to a camp stalked by death.
Yeah, Helm Hammerhand is pissed and he doesn't have much to lose anymore.
Did he disappear from a locked and guarded room? Answer me that. I don't...
Because all of you are retarded. And of course Hera found it, because of course she did. Now we get more stuff that I don't care about. Yay. I don't even want to watch it, but I feel like I have to. Like, what's the point in doing this reaction if I'm not going to watch it? It's so garbage, it's crazy. I just wish this was good. I don't want this to be bad. I don't want to be disliking this. I don't want to trash on it. I really don't. But alas, here we are.
It's eaten them all!
Helm Hammerhand is a one-man army, dude.
Nasty. I don't like them.
Ugh, I know exactly what this is. Why would they be looking for random rings? It doesn't make sense. They wouldn't just look for random rings. They're literally just putting this in here for nostalgia bait.
What does Mordor want with rings?
Stop it with the nostalgia bait. This doesn't happen.
I smell fresh meat.
Is it? I think that's Helm Hammerhand. I don't think that's a snow troll. I think she saw a snow troll, but it's Helm Hammerhand. Oh, maybe not. I thought she was just seeing Helm Hammerhand as a snow troll. If he 1v1s this snow troll, let's go. Dude! Yes! Yeah! This is epic. Get out of the way of the shot, Hera! I mean, Helm's daughter that doesn't have a name. Woo! Go away! Get off my screen! I don't want to see you! I don't care! Yeah! He's going off! Oh! Lame. Ruined. Oh, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap. And now I ran out of space on my phone to record. And I'm using my phone because the webcam, I'm done. I'm done with the webcam. If you guys watched the last couple videos, you guys know I'm done with the webcam. But now I have to clear a bunch of space on my phone and I have to pause this and suffer even longer. Thanks. Love it. You know, I'm just going to delete a bunch of music. I'm just going to delete all the music that I've got on my phone, and then I'll reinstall it when I'm done. Because I know what I like. It's so stupid that I have to do this. I literally had like 20 gigs available, by the way. 20 gigs. So how this one video that's like what? Like an hour long? An hour 20 minutes on my phone? How that takes up 20 gigs of space? Who knows? Who knows? That's stupid though.
Can't tear Wulf's army apart one man at a time.
Yes, you can.
Should have listened to you.
Oh, shut up.
I shouldn't listen to you because you're the girl boss and you're the bestest ever. I'm bending my knees to you because I suck. I'm just a stupid white guy. I failed. I suck, and you're all the bestest powerful. Shut up. Okay, I literally can't anymore. I literally can't. I really don't want to. I don't want to watch it anymore. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch this anymore. I think this is the part where he's going to defend himself to the point where he freezes standing. Which is so cool, but they're probably gonna find some way to ruin it. Yeah, this is it. Stop! That's the Horn of Gondor! Shut up! I don't even want to hear it. That is the Horn of Gondor! That is not Rohan! This is just nonsense. It's utter nonsense. I hate almost every single second of this movie. It has like one moment for like a minute or two here and there, then even then those moments get ruined with stuff that gets shoved in there. Like that fight between the ice troll, or the snow troll, and Helm Hammerhand would have been so cool if Hera wasn't in the way and she didn't finish the fight with the spear. It's incredible how bad they're doing at adapting the story. They don't even want to adapt the story. They don't care. They think they're better than Tolkien. They think they can do something better, so here they tried. Don't say something stupid. Please don't say something stupid.
Hurry!
Don't say something stupid. Just go fight. Yes. Yes.
What are you doing? No. No.
Shut up, Hera. Go away.
I need you.
No, Hera. They need you.
Oh. She's the bestest ever, so she'll do it because she's the bestest.
I suck, you're the best. You can lead better than I ever could. Now it's time to die in utter sadness and regret. Ugh, so stupid. Alright, come on. At least make it epic, come on. Boom!
Face me!
Dude, what a G.
Helm Hammerhand! Still!
So good. Boom! Boom! And they're all dead. These single punches are killing them. They are dead. Lights out! Bink! Lights out! And now he's making his final stand.
They found him frozen in place.
Yup.
Still standing guard.
Awesome.
The gates of the Hornburg.
So good.
His will unbroken.
So good.
His knees unbent.
Yep. Exactly how it's described in the book. I wish you guys could have done that with the entire story. This is the same lament from the movies. I would say nostalgia bait, but it makes sense. Of course they would have the same song, the same lament song in Rohan. So I don't disbelieve it.
We are not going anywhere. There is nothing left to conquer but a group of starving refugees.
He wants revenge. He's petty. Pretty much everybody who was in the original story is gone now. They're dead. So I just don't care anymore. I mean, I didn't care in the first place because this movie is trash, but dude. Now I really don't care because what I came here for was Helm Hammerhand, and now Helm Hammerhand is dead. And so are his two sons that actually had a role.
There is something you can do.
You can girl, boss.
Call for aid.
Ow. Oh, I just stubbed my toe. Oh, sheesh, man. I just stubbed my toe on the friggin' on that subwoofer, man. Go away. Everything that's happening is so wrong. Can this movie end? Can it just stop? All I'm saying, guys, is like, I really, really hope and pray that Hunt for Gollum is good. I want that to be good so bad, especially considering it's live action and it is going to be taken a lot more seriously than this. I love animation, by the way. Just average average people don't really, for the most part, don't take animation super seriously and they don't go crazy for it. No matter if Hunt for Gollum is good or bad, they'll take it seriously and they'll accept it within the lore. So it better be good and it better not be inaccurate. Ugh, I'm so worried.
For hope.
Hope.
Just go back to Meduseld, let Saruman show up and say his piece, and let's be done with it, please.
Look, they're doing a Rings of Power. That's really beautiful. That's a lovely shot. Dumb. So stupid. As if this eagle would care about you. And of course they're gonna have Hera tame the biggest of all the eagles. Because she's the bestest. Because this is the biggest eagle I've ever seen in Lord of the Rings. In like the lore. And the movies, I guess.
Please.
They wouldn't help. They wouldn't care. Gandalf only got help because Gandalf literally saved their lives. So he gets favors. You have done nothing for them. They wouldn't care. They would mind their own business. A bunch of greedy pigs. Bunch of pigs. Here comes the eagle because for some reason they care. And then let me guess, Hera's on the back of it. So bad. It's so cringe and stupid. It's insane. End! Just end! How long do I have left? This is so long for no reason. This movie should have been over by now. I feel like I've been watching this for eternity. And I'm no stranger to long movies. I love long movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then my favorite movies of all time are Lord of the Rings. This entire video has just been me complaining. I've just been whining and complaining because of how trash this is. I just want it to stop. I think this is the first time I've ever gone into something, like a movie or something like that, where I've actually known the lore and known the source material beforehand. Most of the time I've read a book or something like that has already been a movie, I've seen the movie first. Most of the time.
He wanted a bride, and so a bride he shall have.
And then she's gonna go fight in that dress because that makes sense. How funny would that be if it just shattered? Imagine it just shattered on impact. Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen.
You were too much of a coward to face my father, so face me!
Shut up, silly woman!
Do not take the bait.
He's gonna take the bait.
You think I am afraid of you?
He's just a stupid white guy. Why wouldn't he? Absolute dog water. And here's that passage. This is so stupid, dude.
Call off your men.
This is so stupid. This is retarded! Yeah, Mike, you're feeling just as sad and down as I am.
You're a coward. A coward with no honor.
Yep, as he was saying. A coward with no honor.
Care of this. Our people still have a song or two left in them yet.
I'm just saying, giving something to a kid is the worst idea if you want it taken care of. I'm just gonna say that right now. That instrument is done after like a week. If that. You are kidding. This is one of the worst things I have ever seen. This is up there with like The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker, The Force Awakens, The Rings of Power. Like, this is up there. This is bad. This is horrible. They did it again. A third time. They keep doing it. That is the horn of Gondor. Gondor! Get it through your thick skulls, man. Like, you guys were, like, Philippa, you literally worked on the trilogy. You should know better. But you literally led this. You led this project into the disaster that it is. Philippa's up there with Kathleen Kennedy, James Gunn, all of them. Joss Whedon, garbage. Really? Really? Just be done with it, dude. How is she still alive? She should not be able to hold off a bunch of men, armed warrior men, by herself when she is 1, a woman, and 2, an old one. The only way a woman is beating a man in a fight is if 1, they somehow get something ridiculously clever over them, or if the man literally doesn't know how to fight, and the woman is trained. If there's a man who knows how to fight and there's a woman who knows how to fight, the man is gonna win every time. That's just how it is. That's just logic. That's just how the world is. If you don't like it, then too bad. And they don't seem to think so. They seem to think it's the complete opposite, which it's just not. It's just simply not. This is so bad. Just, wow. I cannot wait to be done watching this. Dude, how long?
Sheesh, another 20 minutes.
Return to their homes.
Please, I beg of you, whoever's watching this, please like the video. It puts it out there, and it makes it so more people can see it. Please like the video for my suffering. Please, I beg of you. Like the video, comment down below. Just like, dislike, comment, whatever you want. Because any of those three pushes my video out. And if it doesn't do well, it will have been a significant waste of time. Because this movie sucks, and I wish I never had witnessed it. I would rather have not watched it at this point. And it's free. Liking the video is totally free, no cost. Do it. Just do it. Like that button. Smash that like button. Bink that like button. Man, Meduseld isn't looking so good.
Freyalaf Hildesol.
And for anyone that wants to use the sexist card, get out of here. Get out of here. Just go away. No one takes you seriously. And neither will I. Been there, heard that one before. Oh, is this Saruman? Hey, would you look at that?
If he should ever be in need of assistance, my lord.
That's it?
It should have been you, Hera.
Shut up! I'm a stupid white guy. It should have been you. You're better than me. You're better than all of us. It should have been you. Shut up. Like, just shut up. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. Now cut to credits, please. I beg of you. Please tell me the last 15 minutes is credits. I'm never watching this movie ever again. This is the first and last time it's being done. I just don't care what any of them are saying. Like, I'm just continuing to rant and complain because I want to. And I don't care about this. I just don't care. I don't care about what they say. I don't care about what I see. This is just stupid.
Be known as Gandalf.
You don't know Gandalf! You don't know Gandalf! You're just trying to throw more nostalgia bait. And you're just trying to place yourself in the lore as if you're important. When you weren't. To the point where you weren't even named.
Her name was Hera.
No, it wasn't.
The only daughter of Helm.
Yep, that's true, but her name was not Hera. Her name is daughter of Helm Hammerhand.
Headstrong and free.
That's what you are, Eowyn, not her. Go away. Get off my screen, you stupid cow. Absolute wench. Please tell me that's the end. Yes! Finally! Finally, get off my screen. Go away. You suck. And by the way, there's something I was going to say at some point, but then something started happening. I think Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan are the voices of those two orcs that they were using as nostalgia bait. I think they were the two orcs. I could be wrong. And Shank and Rot just sound like, that sounds like an orc name, so I would assume they're orcs. This sucked. This absolutely sucked. What I don't know what else to say. Like, this just sucked. This didn't adapt the story that was in here. It had a few parts here and there that was semi-accurate, and then it just ruins everything. Ugh, man. I think I just want to be done. That was the War of the Rohirrim. I honestly wish I wouldn't have had to sit through that. But hopefully the video will make a good turnout and make it worth it, but we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to watching this. This was bad. This was one of the worst things I think I've ever seen, and I'm really sad that we had to get something Lord of the Rings that sucks, especially from the people that we're supposed to trust, like Philippa Boyens. But not anymore. Can't trust her anymore. It's done. Hopefully Peter Jackson doesn't fall down the same rabbit hole. Same with Andy Serkis. Man. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to The War of the Rohirrim. If you guys enjoyed this movie, or if you guys didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any other thoughts or opinions, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. And be sure to like the video if you can. I would very much appreciate that. Like you can't even believe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.